I've never been one to hate on the human characters in the Sonic series. I personally like them. The human presence helps pull me into the story. I can easily insert myself into the world and it wouldn't feel weird or out of place. Sonic's Earth isn't too different from ours, really. It's a bit fantastical, loops and checkered dirt sometimes, but it mirrors our real world enough that a lack of human people just wouldn't feel right. Humans are just normal to me. My favorite Sonic games, with the stories I like the most, have humans, both as simple NPCs and as integral characters in the narrative. I enjoy seeing the people react as events happen. So it sucks that they just aren't in the games at all anymore. What's up with that?
Are you ready? Let's do this!
Not everyone agrees with me about human characters. That's always okay. People have mellowed out about it recently. It's not a heated debate. No one's really going for the throat over this guy. It's mostly just a mild preference person to person. We take it or leave it, for the most part. We are well beyond the years when the vocal minority whined about things like Sonic's friends or, God forbid, a human, ew, exists in the games. But where does Sonic Team stand on this right now? Kind of up in the air. Depending on the project over the decades, the world of Sonic has not been consistent. In the adventure games, no one questioned humans and Sonic's world because before then there was never a reason or contradiction. Nothing prior to SA1 had implied that humans are not a species on Sonic's Earth. Eggman is a man, after all. He has a family and history on the Earth we see in-game. Why would there not be other people? In Sonic X, Sonic comes from another world adjacent to ours and is commonly called an alien by humans. Similarly, in the movies, Sonic is absolutely a dimension-hopping alien, and referred to as such multiple times. He's still a hedgehog though. Somehow. Sonic Team have clearly been trying to clean up the canon in the past few years since the movie's success in 2020. But the recent stuff makes you wonder if Sonic Team is fully on board with humans sharing a world with Sonic and friends right now. Sonic Forces came out with a globe-spanning adventure. Based on the world map, at least half the planet was traversed between multiple characters, and not one human was ever spotted or mentioned. Everywhere you go, the locations are fully inhabited by randomly generated create-a-character avatars that the game was based around. Of course, these weirdos are just stand-ins, because modeling a couple hundred unique and visually appealing characters would be a disaster. We all know games are hard to make, and Force's actual development time was like a year at most. And it shows. Following Forces is the IDW comic series, which takes place immediately after the events of the game. Forces is integral to the IDW continuity. Everything that happens here is in direct reference to Forces and the events that happen there, including the utter lack of any human characters anywhere. You could argue that even more of the world is being explored here in the IDW comics because of the scope of the stories told, repeat locations from the games, and the zombie metal virus arc being as disastrous as it was. Kinda hard to believe we never saw one human zombot through the whole story if humans are supposed to be present on this world. To this day, the newest issue of IDW Sonic follows very closely to Force's world, even after Frontiers released 5 years later. Speaking of Frontiers, with Frontiers, we were introduced to the first new human character in forever, since Unleashed, 2008. 2009 if you want to be technical and count Sonic and the Black Knight, but that was like its own separate storybook world, so I'm not counting it here. But now we have Sage. She sure looks human to me. Technically not, though. She's an AI created by Dr. Eggman, but you know what? Close enough. Everyone loves Sage. Frontiers' story really makes you feel for her as you play the game. The emotional character arc she undergoes while following Sonic around the Starfall Islands are easy to empathize with. She was never really a villain, so I can't say she had a redemption arc as she aided Sonic against the end, but when your dad is this guy, you're gonna get that villain label. If you count Sage, she is a true success story compared to the human characters of old. Sage's design is much more anime adjacent than the last time we saw human characters. She much more resembles the art style Sonic Team are going for in Sonic Adventure 1, 2, Shadow the Hedgehog, and even Sonic X. She's a return to form. The Pixar-esque designs from Unleashed are nice and all, but I personally prefer what Sonic X and the adventure games are going for. She looks good. The next time we'd see a human is in the YouTube prequel animations for Shadow Generations. Shadow Generations: Dark Beginnings. In the animation, Shadow's goal is to take a rocket back to the space colony Ark to investigate his concerns over the return of the Black Arms. At the final hour, we get the return of a long-forgotten man, here to aid Shadow's goal. The Gun Commander, or as he is now officially recognized, Abraham Tower. This dude had one game and just did not come back for some reason. It's not like he isn't important or anything, he's the leader of Gun. They're kind of a big deal. Gun is the world's military, and Eggman's biggest opposition if you don't count Sonic himself. Took him long enough. His return here felt amazing as a 2000s Sonic enjoyer. Most recently, with the video series on the official Sonic YouTube channel, TalesTube, it has been confirmed verbally that Sonic and friends live on a shared Earth with humans. In addition to that, 1 year later, a mysterious, never-before-seen human woman named Professor Victoria made a guest appearance. Very mysterious indeed. If you've been keeping up over the years, this woman has been popping up all over the place unexplainably. Even in the newest movie on a billboard in Tokyo, and only when she appeared on TalesTube did we actually find out who she is. With all this mystery in the air revolving around a human woman completely new to the series, I'm starting to think Sonic Team have finally decided to be consistent. These past, 15 years have been awfully confusing for those of us that actually care about the continuity with the Sonic series. It's kind of refreshing, actually. But wait, we aren't done yet. Sonic Racing Crossworlds, new racing game, you might have heard of it. We've got a highly anticipated release here. So what's up? How are humans relevant in this spin-off kart racer? Well, it's all about the spectators of the races. The attendees are primarily Chow, for some reason, and Sonic Force's avatar characters. Okay, that doesn't mean anything. It would make sense for them to be here after all. These guys show up quite a lot as your pit crew, cameraman, and spectators. Not like they're replacing human characters outright. Kinda neat, right?
Wrong!
These guys are effectively replacements for what would have been humans. Metal Harbor is a playable track. Metal Harbor is on Prison Island, a human-populated and operated gun facility. There were no animals here. The Forces guys take their place anyway. As I was writing the script for this video, we started to get a lot of new clips and trailers for the game. Here we see Apotos from Sonic Unleashed. Only humans were in Apotos, and yet avatars are here instead. What's the big idea? I thought we were actually getting somewhere. What happened to cleaning up the canon, Sonic Team? Do humans matter or not? I mean, you can't bring back a location from the game where everyone agreed humans were at their best, then just not include them. That's just weird. I know Crossworlds isn't technically being made by Sonic Team, but they are supervising this kind of stuff, so someone should have noticed this oversight. Either it's a total fluke or we've got a very on-brand Sonic Team inconsistency on our hands. Again, they put a lot of effort into bringing humans back to the forefront, so it's just extremely odd to double down on the Force's approach here. I'm starting to think Professor Pickle isn't going to make it to the roster, guys. But at the end of the day, who really cares? Besides me, of course. Let me know what you think. Am I the only one who's annoyed by this stuff? Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one. This has been SonicManSays. Stay cool.